Okay, as we speak, the shares of MTN Nigeria is rallying very strongly on the Nigerian Stock Exchange, kicking the can up the hill to start this week's trading. The shares crossing 127 naira per share on the news over the weekend that Nigerian government has retrieved, or rather removed from MTN, the charge of indebtedness of a revenue 242.2 billion naira, 1.283 billion US dollars. Those removal of those allegations of revenue indebtedness by the Attorney General of the Federation has removed one of the biggest clout on the Nigerian market in 2019, paving the way for a blue ocean for MTN starting the new year 2020, and the share price is climbing as we speak. The Nigerian Stock Exchange All-Share Index is up 1.86% right now. Let's talk about the fixed income for just a second. We'll come back to the stock market later on. Bosun Obembe, who is a fixed income dealer at Access Bank, is joining us from FMDQ Exchange Place. Bring us up to speed this morning. What's your outlook on the market for the current week? Raise the curtain for us on fixed income. Good morning.
Good morning, Bosin. Thank you for having me. So
Great.
On the fixed income market, what we saw last week, we saw rate declining both on the Bs and the bond. So week on week, we saw about 40 basis point decline in the HOMO rate, and for the NTB, we saw the 1 year trading at 4.1%. This week we have a PMA, so we expect DMO to roll over about 25 billion. We expect the stop rate on the long end to come down because of the restriction of local investor from participating in the HOMO. So the only available option is the NTB space. So we expect it to be oversubscribed. So on Thursday we expect CBN to roll over ANOMO. So we have about 434 billion that will mature. So we expect that to be rolled over by CBN. So we expect stop rate to still be at 13% levels. So for the FX, what we saw last week, we saw renewed interest from the foreign investors. So week on week, we saw an appreciation in rate of about 1.60 kobo. So we saw rate go as low as 361. So this week we expect the same trend as well. So we've been seeing interest from the offshore coming back into the market. So that has been a kind of a relief to the exchange rate. So turnover week on week, we saw for last week we saw about $1.6 billion, which is about 1.2 billion increase from the previous week. So we expect the same trend to continue. Small offshore will come into the market to take advantage of the attractive in the HOMO segment.
Yeah, this is a good time for you folks with so much liquidity on the market street. So, Bosun, I'm sure you folks at Access Bank have your jobs cut out for you this week. So what's your playbook if you want to put it in summary?
So for the liquidity, opening today we have about 351 billion. Last week, OBB and overnight went up to about 9.7 and 10.7 respectively. But this today we've been seeing transaction at 4%, 5%. So for us, this week we expect business as usual. We expect CBN to roll over the HOMO that will mature on Thursday about 434 billion, like I explained earlier. So given that it's only bank and foreign investor that can participate in the HOMO segment, so we expect the stop rate to, last week it declined by 1 basis point. We still expect it to be at 13.2 levels. On Friday, we expect CBN to do second retail SMIS auction, given that there is renewed interest from the offshore. So we've been seeing a lot of flows in the higher segment. So we expect rate to be at 362 max 362 levels this week.
Bosun, thank you so much from Access Bank. We appreciate your time raising the curtain on the fixed income and, of course, the FX this week. Thank you so much from Access Bank.